Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another VS gaming matchup between this one will be between Capo and Fifth D, and these that ain't too familiar about the team of Fifth D. They a new team. It's a team consisting of a Redman. That's basically all I know. Uh, but they're going to a head today in this VS Gaming Division matchup. And then today, yet again, I have Edgar with me. Welcome, Edgar.
Nice to be here again. I love casting. I hope you guys enjoy it too.
Yeah, it's always a beautiful sight to see. Josh Rays, thanks for that one viewer, host buddy. But yes, it's gonna be quite interesting to see who comes out on top between these two teams. You could say yes, it's not your top teams, but nevertheless, they're still in the Premier Division, so they're gonna need to bring everything to the table to come out on top. Myself played Capo earlier today with the Vinco squad due to one of the Vinco players not being there. And yeah, did not look really good from a Capo side, but they are facing the team from 50, and there might just be an upset. Can't really call it an upset, but Edgar, these two teams is really going to be a tight affair.
Tight affair. I would like to see that. I hope we get a game 5. I hope we get a game 5.
A game 5 between these two. We'll see what happens if it goes to that distance. I'm going to bring up the maps here for you guys so we can see how it goes to map 5, hopefully. But it is a really odd pick, I would say. When I mentioned it to Edgar, he was like, okay, we're not really going to see some popular maps. Usually, you don't usually see a USS Texas, and we barely see Gibraltar played on HP Gibraltar, two of the non-fan favorite maps. But we're going to start off with 3 Ardennes Forest maps. And yes, that's HP Ardennes Forest, Search and Destroy Ardennes Forest, and CTF Ardennes Forest. Edgar, just looking at the map pick, obviously it's it's a weird one. Do you have
Yes.
do you have anyone coming out on top?
Honestly, whichever team has the best AR will win on Arden, whether it's the CTF or the HP. Because if you're a good AR and you're hitting all your shots, there's nothing that sub players can do on that map. Especially if you have a bar in your hands. So we'll see, but I don't know. I don't know these teams. I know some of the players, but I don't know the full players on each roster. But whoever has the best AR will win, and that's always all how Ardennes Forest gets played.
Yeah, no, with Ardennes Forest, obviously we all know that the bar is quite overpowering. Close range, mid range, long range, the gun is so strong, and sometimes it just beats the SMG players close range. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how these teams play it in Ardennes Forest. They can't get rid of Ardennes Forest after this, so they're going to stay on this map. But yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens between these two. We're going to start off with the guys from Capo. And I actually want to start off with Shiburanku Shin. And if you don't know who that is Abyss from Capo. I don't know why he has such a weird name though. But yeah, we'll see what he can do.
I was told by one of their players that it was an anime name. It's anime related.
Anime related. My word. Okay, well, we don't all know that, but he's going to push up with a PPSH. He's rocking the quick draw grip and advanced rifling as he's the first one over to the hill. Going to throw a nade and a stun over there. Does pick up kills. It's all pink at the moment. And the kill feed make that all 4 down. And a good start from Kappa, you could say, Edgar.
Yes, a very good start. They have full control of the hill and also mid-map. You also have Sadis watching the cross. And now she hitting all the gunfights. Oh, they actually just lost one on the hill. So the control goes right back to 50 cent for now.
Yeah, the big plays there from Redham picking up too, and then Summit's gonna have to play a big role now. He's going over with an AR. I don't know if that was a very good play from him. He did cover the bunker area, and he couldn't let anyone cross. And unfortunately, he did get taken out. But another big kill coming in there from Redham, securing the team for the next heal. But as you can see, it's all pink with Capo already at next.
Yes, Capo's already fully set up. A couple kills come down mid-map and Church, which will mean that 50 Cent actually has a chance to break this hill, and that's exactly what they're doing at the moment. They're pushing up. They currently lost the gunfight, but there we go. Now we have a 2v1 on the hill. We have the last player in ruins. We have a guy flanking you, which is Abyss, and he gets 2 kills. And the third, oh my god, let's go.
That's exactly how you break a hill, as Mr. Abyss Shiburankushin gets in there and breaks it for his team. But it was break here and a break there. It's all pink yet again in your bottom side kill feed, as Capo does get the spawn for next in this bunker hill. As now it's gonna be one of the players from Capo Legits is gonna go down to fire. We'll be looking for the guys from 5th D, but Trojan just stops him for well, in the meanwhile, I think it's Trojan. I'm just gonna call him Trojan. And anyway, he's 3 and 4, 16 seconds in hill, and he's gonna have to take care of Capo just to get into this hill.
Yes, he is. At the moment, they're not only fighting for hill, but fighting for spawns. But as we see, Capo is still spawning at Bell, so they will still get the most favorable spawns, and they're managing to hold the hill for now. At the moment, it's a 3v3 on the hill, and it seems like it will go Capo's way. But will it?
Yeah, as you say that, Capo gets in there, and Barankushin gets that last kill to just secure it. But Summit, they just spawned. 5th D got the spawn there, but if you see, there was 20 seconds left, and 5th D only got the spawn right in that last couple of seconds. Do you think they should have rotated a bit earlier to get spawn at bridge?
I wouldn't have said that they should have rotated, but they should have just kept hitting it from the front, because what happened there was that they hit it from middle, and they flipped the spawns at 20 seconds, which is not what you want to see when you're trying to rotate to a 4th hill here.
Not what you want to see, as Barankushin, he is actually the guy from Capo that's heating up. He's 18 and 8. He's leading in the kill department on both teams. Legit's a very slow start for him. He's 2 and 10. But as we can see with the scoreline, it's really close. Capo with a slight advantage over 5th D. The gunfights is going down. Summit picks up 2. Now 5th D is going to get some points, but Team Nate coming in there from Trojan just takes out one of his own players, and a Capo Storm right in there.
Right, 13 seconds left on this hill. We just really want to see players rotate through cabin if you're on Capo, and that's exactly what they're doing, but they don't have control of it, or middle, or the next hill, which means that they will have to try and break. I would like to see Capo's teammates wait for each other here so that they can go and break the hill together. Maybe even throw a smoke so that they can cross safely.
No, for sure. We saw Legits, and I think it was player number 7 being Mayhem, looking at the same place, and they made it so easy for 5th D just to get across and get into hill. I just think Capo's positioning at the moment is not as good as they hope it should be. But nevertheless, they're in the lead and they're doing what needs to be done. And it is definitely Shiburankushin, Mr. Abyss, that's doing it all for his team.
Oh, yes, he is. Now we're looking towards the rotation to the 2nd hill, and we see that number 8, Shiburanku, I'm switching to him, he's fighting a 2v1 gunfight against 5th Descent player, just to get the rotation, but he gets flanked by Bitilla. Let's see who wins these gunfights for the rotation, as they're super important. It's again a 2v1 on the hill. But
oh my! They just lined up.
A huge 2-piece.
Yeah, they just lined up for him there, and he gets his streaks in the process. Going to pick up even more. Saddest just takes out Trojan and Summit there. It's still Legit working on his streaks. He needs to find one more kill. He's gonna get some bullets from the side. but he does not need that. He only is an assist away from getting his artillery and his fighter pilot. And the spawn is already good for the guys from Capo. Player number 2 is going to play a big role now. That's Butella. Is to see if he can maybe just cause an upset here at the back from the 5th D. As he finds one, he's going to need to find one more.
One
Can't
more.
do that. And Capo's secure the spawn. Not really, as
They
Legit's the
still
only
get
one
a
there.
bell spawn.
Yeah, Legit's the only one there at the back with a glide bomb to work with. He's gonna get taken out by Redham. And a good place from 5th D, you might add.
Good place from 50. Now let's see how the spawns work. Okay, so 50 spawns at Bell. They're going for a 3-1 push from Bell to middle. We're following Summit at the moment, who is trying to catch a couple of kills on fire. But it seems like, for the moment, Capo will hold the hill.
No, they do hold the hill, but Matola getting 2 kills there to just get them out for a couple of seconds. But you can see the score line is just currently climbing for the guys from Capo, and it's all to thank for Barranco Shin. He's just slaying everyone out, and he's got the most heal time for his team, so he's definitely bringing his part as he's looking for another one there. Mayhem picks a 2-piece there as well. So the slaying department looking good for Capo. 50 really struggling with getting the rotations down and getting the slay power there. And yeah, it's quite difficult if you've got a team as well as Capo against you.
Indeed. As we move on to the 4th hill, the last one on this rotation. Could be the last in the game, but probably not. We're going to see that 5th Descent has control of the hill at the moment. But a streak is being used by Capo to try and break that. I just hope that they get cabin control so that they can actually secure the hill. They ended up spawning at bridge, which is a good sign.
They just caused themselves a bit of trouble there, 5th Descent. They did get slayed out quite early. Then tried to break back with help from Capo. I might add, taking out one of their players with a glide bomb. But it's still Capo
Huge
racking.
awareness.
Yeah, still racking up some points. Is Capo? They're only gonna be 2 points away from 200. Like that, yeah, 3 points away from 200 until the first rotation back to the 1st hill. And the only player there will be Summit for the.
Indeed, he's currently trying to hold the hill on his own against, what, 2-3 players from Capo. He can't make it. We will see as the gunfights keep going who gets control of the hill, but at the moment it's all Capo.
Yeah, the great smoke strat coming in from Capo, getting the smoke down, giving the players the opportunity to cross to the hill. As now 50 is in the hill, did slay out the guys from Capo, but the pressure will be added from Capo as they come in. Sadis gets taken out. Last one there is
Streaks.
Shibaranku and Streaks from Choran, and that they really needed that.
Yes, if they use these streaks effectively, they can control this 2nd hill and bunker. We'll just see if that happens. Number 1 Redham is fighting a 1v1 gunfight on the 2nd hill against Mayhem, and Mayhem gets the better of him, which will mean that Capo gets control of the hill for now. More gunfights being fought in middle.
Yeah, Troshan is using his
and Capo has
streaks,
full control.
and that needs to be used. He's maybe gonna use that mortar strike as well, as he needs to break in for his team. Does not do that. That's 3 down for 50, and Capo might just take it here.
Yeah, the game might be over here. Maybe not now with the mortar strike being used, but the game is still within 1 hill. So technically, if Capo maintains these spawns for the next hill, they will win this game. But 50, it's not looking well for them. They've used all their streaks now in the 2nd hill, and they don't have anything left to rotate with. They're still fighting for contest time on the 2nd hill, which means that they're late to bunker.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to break this in literally seconds, not to give Capo any further advantage into this game. As you can see now, they're racking up the time. Player number 3 and 2 is Vatilla and Trojan. They're gonna need to push, and that's great. They get 2 kills. Capo is starting to spawn out, but it's still very close to the bunker. And as I say that, we yet again see 4 kills coming in from Capo, slaying out the guys from 50. Literally 5 seconds away from taking this is Capo. And they do exactly that as they take it 250 to 157. And basically all thanks to Shiburan Kushin, Edgar.
Yes, he did. He did a lot on that map. He had hill time. He was pushing out in front of the hill when needed. He was helping his team with spawns. Just definitely an MVP for the first map.
Yeah, he basically did everything for his team. Even with the hill time, we could see with him 1 minute and 19 seconds, the most for his team, and dropping 44 kills with only 28 deaths. But if you look from the side from 5th D, it's difficult if you don't have your rotations, and I think that's why Capo put themselves above 5th D with the scoreline.
Yes, 50. When they had rotations, they lost the gunfights to keep them, and when they didn't have them, they couldn't win them. So they were always trying to break hills the second time around when Capo already had a full setup. And that just makes it harder on them.
Does make it harder on them indeed, and they're gonna need to pick up with the slaying power, as you can't give any other team 44 kills for one player. It's gonna be literally impossible to win the game. And we can see you guys in the chat as well, fanboys. Thanks for joining in. Big first map there from Capo indeed. Beats is here as well. He says, let's go. Capo, hey Capo. But yeah, guys, please get your predictions into the chat. I would really appreciate it to see what you guys think. And let me know what you think went wrong that first HP for 5th D. Was it them not getting spawns? Was it them just losing crucial gunfights? What do you guys think? Please get into the chat as we now get into the search and destroy on Ardennes Forest yet again. After this, you'll see another Ardennes Forest CTF before you see any other maps. But I don't think there's any other guy we can start off with than Shiburan Kushin.
Yes, let's do that.
Rocking the PPSH quick draw grip and advanced rifling, armored and energetic. I actually want to jump to the Skycam just to see what these guys push is. And we can see Shiburanku is going to the Bell area. As, he has Sadist with him just to cover up. Oh, it's gonna be Abyss going through mid. He does spot one, does get the kill, finds Redham as well. He has 2 early kills. He's on the hunt for the next one as well. And you can't win SND if you're ready to man down versus a 4. It's difficult. Oh, did he spot him? Now he spots
There
him.
we go.
I thought he was like, is he blending in there? Can't I see him? But yeah, a great first round there from Capo. And basically just again Shiburan Kushin. He gets 3 kills and takes the round.
Yes, he did. This setup that they use, they sent 2 players B, 1 middle towards cabin cut and 1A. And this is a normal setup that 50 Cent should be able to counter, at least offensively.
Well, yeah, well, they should. If we go to 5th D, I just want to see that they've got a PPSH in hand, another PPSH. They've got a sniper, from Tula. Might just spot one. He does spot one. Does get shots down, but he does not pick up the player. And he's going to look for more. He's not going to get it. As Mayhem pushes in, he finds one. Trade comes in, but another player goes down. It's all up to Summit in a 1v2 situation against Legits and Shiburan Kushin. Shiburan Kushin already 4 kills. He's gonna work on streaks. Summit does not need to feed him. There's still 50 seconds to work with. As bomb now goes down from Capo.
This is definitely a possible clutch by Summit, but it's a 1v2. If Capo play like they've been playing in the hard point, they will surely get that trade. Seems like he'll be spotted here. Oh, he's got good timing.
Oh, no, he's gonna spot him.
This.
Yeah, he's gonna spot him, and he does indeed. As Capo takes the following round as well, 2-0 up for them. They did take the first HP as well. But yeah, yet again a great start by Abyss, as he's just literally annihilating the other team.
Yes, he really is. It's been a one-man show since the first map, and it's continuing now in the second one. We need to follow him off the break.
Yeah, let's do so indeed. Maybe let's see if he has the same push. I think he might have the same idea. So
Same.
yeah, if that's so, he's gonna go right through here. He's gonna go to Ruin Circle right here. Yeah, and he's gonna look for a kill on Batella, but this time Batella answers
He was
back
ready.
and gets the kill. So great first blood, but he just needs to capitalize on this now.
Yes, they have a 4v3 advantage. I would really like to see them singling out one bomb site and just pushing it. But at the moment, it seems to be that they're pushing B.
Okay, player number 6. Number 6 is legit. He's all the way around with a huge flank from the guys from CAPO. He might
He needs
just
to
catch
coordinate this
one.
with his team.
Nope, he doesn't. So
Nate?
50 has this round to win.
Yes, this round should be theirs. But it is now 2v1 for them, thankfully. We'll see Legits try to push through the smoke on the second hill. He shoots, reveals his location, and he gets taken out. Good try.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. He thought the player was up there. Maybe you could have gone through without them expecting anything. But a good round from 30. They did get that first blood, and that's really crucial. Almost lost it at the end there again with Legits getting a kill there by Bell. But a good round there from 30.
Definitely. Capo could have won that round if they had communicated properly and pushed the B bomb site together, though.
On board with
Now
Summit.
what do we see?
On board with Summit, he's running Hunker Infantry Division. He's not running Armored, so he's not immune to any stuns. Batilla gets that first blood. 50 with the second first blood now. Nade's coming through. Sadist takes him out. It's Shiburanku and Sadist again. Trojan and Rhythm. They need to play this close, and they do.
1v2.
But it's now all up to Sadist to get this 1v2. He found one. Needs to find 1v1.
This is
Sadist,
possible.
this is Trojan.
This is possible. Still have plenty of time.
Ooh, he's one shot, get him, and he does
There we go.
indeed. So yet again, it basically just says if you're getting first blood, it's so much easier for your team as it puts you in the man advantage early on.
Yes, it does. It's like, especially if you know the other team's setup, you can simply get that first blood and then push the gap on the map where that player that died was. Because that gives you a lot of space that you can push through and maybe take a bomb site or get more kills.
Yeah, indeed. I'm gonna stick on board with Trojan, the man that just won the previous round. He's on a 4 streak. He's just past halfway towards his streak. Sadist, I think he spotted him. But 2 down early on for 50. So a great start to round number 5. As Trojan's now probably going to get shot from the side. Yes, he does. So he's off his streak, and it's all up to Rhythm.
1v4 Rhythm. And he gets taken down.
Nope.
Unfortunate there.
And I think that was...
Sadist did a very good play, hitting the shots on the cross. Those aren't always the easiest shots to hit, but he managed to get one of them, and then his teammate got another one. And that just stopped the whole B push, put it in a 4v2 situation when his team had the advantage.
I think
that's how you play as a team.
CAPO really plays it well together as a squad. They do stick together, they do get the trades, and that's why they are 1 round up currently. Shiburangishin still 6 and 2. So he's having another good search and destroy. He's pushing right up, being the aggressor yet again. Picks up one right through the smoke. He's gonna look to find another one in the sights of Rhythm. He does get him as well. Bomb's gonna go down, but Summit is right there to push him. Oh, Summit! Oh my goodness!
No way.
Shiburanku uses the head glitch there to take him out as well from the bomb. As he's now going to get the bomb down and possibly get closer to his streaks. Player number 2 is Batilla. Batilla is going to push up. He's not going to get the kill, and I don't think the bomb went down as well. So CAPO and Shiburangishin is just insane.
It might have gone down.
Oh, I think
yes,
it went down.
It did go down.
So great timing. Great timing actually with the kill there.
That was
As
the best timing possible.
yeah, best timing possible. As it is, let's jump on board with him. See how close he's to that streak. Only 150 points away. So let's see if we can get that.
Again, the same push that they've been doing on offense from Capo. Just 2 ruins, 1 middle, cabin cut, and then 1 at A, just watching the cross. Shadis gets the first blood again. They have the guy stunned at the second hill, so they might as well just chill there. They have full control of the map now, Capo. They have full control.
Yeah, 15 must just not play it into the hands of Kappa at the moment. Redham finds one. He needs to find the one next to him. What did he do? 50 just pushing in.
I don't know why he didn't turn around.
Oh, what? Patella should have shot Shibarangishin from the side before looking for the guy on his left, but now that gives streaks to Capo, and that's game.
Yes.
That's game.
This map is over. This map is over if they use their streaks correctly. Let's cycle around the players on 5th. Do they know? Mountain on Summit, Mountain on Trojan, Mountain on Armored on Attila, and Mountain on Redham. So they do know that he has streaks.
They,
That's the one takeaway you can take.
Well, no, not there. 2 players down already, and that is over. I don't see them taking a 2v4 now. It's Trojan and Redham that needs to do it all. Bombs going down as well. I can't see anything happening here.
Yeah, this game might be over. Let's see what Trojan does. He gets caught fire alley. Redham gets his trade, but
Yeah,
again,
that's it.
Capo played his S&D very well, and 5th Descent had nothing to counter them with. Capo did this very like, I wouldn't say normal setup, but it's used a lot on defense, which is 2B, 1 cabin cut, and 1 at wood wall.
Yeah.
And you have a bunch of ways to play around that, and it seemed like 5th Descent just went for straight kills or pushes on B, and they kept getting killed crossing or in middle.
No,
They need to go back to the drawing board and
Yeah.
rethink their S&D.
Now you can obviously see it. Capo definitely has the strats down. Where for me,
Yes.
5th D is pushing things alone. They're not getting the trades, and they're not winning the gunfights either. And they're giving stupid first bloods away. So and you can't have a player going to an 8, obviously. So yeah, a strong search and destroy there from Capo. I'm going to bring up the maps for you guys again as we now go into another Ardennes Forest CTF. It can't be ended right here if Capo takes this CTF. It's going to be a 3-0 sweep then. But 50 is still there. They still need to bounce back. And they can't do it any later than this map right here. And you read me, Edgar, you read the roles of the players for me earlier on. Now, looking at orders
Yes,
for
I
a
did.
CTF, do you have ARs dominating the CTF, or do you have your SMGs?
I have ARs dominating in terms of kills, but we need the sub players to make the plays. We need to have them grab flags. We need to have them push up as far as they can and do it as aggressively as possible.
Now, who's the SMG players from 50 and Capo?
From 5D, it's Redham, who's the second sub, and Batilla, who's the OBJ.
Yeah.
And from Capo, it's Sadist, who's the OBJ, and Abyss, who is the support sub or second sub.
Well, definitely we're gonna stick on board with Shivarankushin. Why not? The man has been gunning the 50 guys as Summit picks up one. And if you are new to
Oh my
CTF,
God.
capture the flag. If you do die, oh my lord, look at that shots. But if you do die in CTF, there's a 7-second spawn delay. And so yeah, your pushes is very crucial. You need to win your gunfights. As Shibarangishin is now gonna find his. Oh, I almost jinxed it. I almost jinxed that. I wanted to say he's gonna find his first death, but yes, he does. Flag gets pulled, and it might just get
They didn't
stopped from the
watch the
side.
OE.
Yes, it does. Mayhem comes up huge. He's gonna pull it out, and this might just be a cap flag. what am I saying? Flag capture. Oh my goodness, my English doesn't want to work. As it now is
It's like
going.
mine.
Well, a Buriki and a Portuguese Oki. Hey, that rhymes, Oki. That rhymes, but a great capture from Capo.
Great capture from CAPO, but they made a mistake, which was one of their players, there were two people in middle, they did not watch you, and that allowed Trojan to get through into fire to get that flag stop. But they ended up getting the cap in the end, so it's all good. And now 50 have the advantage currently. They're up in offense. It's a 3v2
Oh,
on the
Summit!
base. 3v1 because Summit pops a huge two-piece.
Yeah, they
We'll
need
see
to.
what Mayhem can do.
They need to push and do so immediately,
He
and
can't
they
do
do
anything.
exactly that. And that's definitely a flag capture coming in there from 50. So great offense from 50, as Summit played a huge role in there, as he did find 3, and that's gonna be a flag capture to bring the scores to 1 apiece.
That whole minute of 5th is what I want to see in the next 3 maps if they want to retake this, if they want to take the series. They played it perfectly. They got all the kills of the first wave, then they pushed up to their flag, and at almost the same time got the second wave of kills that allowed them to pull the flag and get the cap.
Yeah, I don't think.
Now what we're seeing here is
Look at the
CAPO
back.
pushing up towards cabin side and middle.
Yeah, the guys from 5th D, let's say, just walk right around Bell, go into their spawn, take the flag, and he's going to get it in yet again. Unless player number 4 is going to be Summit, he's going to look to get on that flag immediately and maybe stop something, but Sadist gets the kill. He's going to be close to streaks or might just find them, as he's now going to run through trying to get the flag in there, and he does just that as he dies, but he did get the
Trojan.
Trojan.
Huge
I didn't even see that.
Huge
As he now
shooties.
takes it as well. But on spawn, Sadist. Oh, he didn't get his streaks, so that's
no, he did
huge.
not.
That's huge. Oh, and it gets stopped as well.
It really is. Still a 2-1 advantage towards Capo, and they pulled a flag, which it just pulled it, but it gets stopped by fire by Patilla. But it seems to me like this will go through. Yes, this is a 3-1 lead from Capo. They just need to do a better job watching their overextension, and they will win this map easily. They're on
Yeah.
the preferred side as well.
They are indeed, as it's gonna be Shibarankushin all streaked out, glide
Full
bomb,
streaks.
artillery, oh, it is artillery barrage, yeah, and his fighter pilots. So not looking good from 5th D at the moment. They did get a really nice capture in there with Summit going huge, but they're going to need more of those moments to maybe capture one more just before halftime.
They played the game perfectly. 50 played the game perfectly for 30 seconds. They need to keep doing that if they want to take this map. Nothing else but perfection in terms of teamwork will win them the series against this team. Or at least the CTF. But we're seeing Redden now tracking down the guy in bunker. He gets shot by Legit. It's now a 1v1 for bunker control. And Legit wins it. He might just pull the flag. But number 2 on your minimap, Tilla is ready for it.
But
Will we win the gunfight?
Tella just wins that gunfight to stop the guys from Capo. A good hold from 5th D, as they don't give Capo any more breathing space. And 10 seconds left, and the scoreline's going to be 3-1 at halftime, unless 5th D can come up with something spectacular, and they don't. As Brankushin just stops 5th D and one of his players in their tracks. And we're going into halftime, 3-1 to Capo, and if this is the scoreline, it's going to be a 3-0 sweep.
Come on, 50 don't let me down. I want to see a game 5. But if I'm Capo here, what I want to do here, when I'm pushing towards their flag, when we switch sides, is I want to get a smoke on cabin wall, and I want to have my 2 sub players go straight through with airborne, straight into cabin cuts, and find those kills in cabin.
Well,
that will help them massively.
Let's see what they intend to do. If I jump on board with Legits, he's going to go with an STG to the first cave area. He's going to find one, looking for the second. Trojan takes him out. So 2 players down from each side. It's now Sadist is the only one alive for Capo. He's going to shoot Trojan in the back. So the guy furthest pushed up from 50 is Patella. He's all alone, and I don't think he needs to push anything unnecessary, as he's not going to have anyone to back him up.
Not yet. There we go. He now has support. He can push up as far as he wants, but he loses the gunfight against Abyss. We're now seeing 50 putting all of their effort into bunker control to try and pull the flag. What you really want to see here is, well, not getting cleaned out like that. That's what you don't want to see.
That's exactly what you don't want to see. And I think it's still Shiva and Kashin with streaks. Yeah, he still has all 3 streaks. They can capitalize on that hugely with almost no cover there at the back. As Summit's going to be taken out from the side. Mayhem is going to be taken out from the side as well. And yeah, so basically if you're 5th D, you're running Mountain. That's what you're doing. You're running Mountain because you know these 3 streaks is gonna come down and possibly give Capo the advantage as well.
Indeed, but when you have to run Mountain, you have to remind yourself that you're A, super slow, and B, you can get stunned very easily. Which means that, well, 50 can't play the faster game that they're used to with Armored Energetic. Which means that Capo will most likely just keep getting more map control, maybe even pull a flag and get a cap on them. We see Mayhem now using streaks.
Yeah.
It's a 4v2, 3v2 on the base, 3v1 now, and seems to me that this will be a cap.
Player 2, Batilla is the only one spawned up. He's gonna have to stop them all. He can't get the shots in, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be another flag capture unless Trojan. Look where they spawned. They spawned at bunker.
Cabin.
Or cabin, sorry. At cabin, he gets some shots and he just needs to get up there. Kushin's going to be right there, but the bar, this is what I'm talking about. The bar close range, absolutely annihilating a PPSH. He's going to push up, and but the flag is pulled from both sides. As this is going to be a big stalemate, but streaks is being used from Capo yet again.
This stalemate favors Capo either way because they're up 3-1. If 50 manages to get this flag, it'll just be 3-2. Abyss kills Matilla with the artillery. This push is over.
Yeah,
it's a flag return and 4-1.
Play number
if
1,
number 6 turns around.
Redham's gonna need to go UGS. He does.
Oh my God!
That's all 4 down. They need to capitalize on this. Player number 4 is Summit's closest to the flag. He's going to pull it, try and get out. Redham gets shot in the back, but Redham going huge for his squad right there.
Another streak being used. This time it's a glide bomb, and it finds nothing at all, which means this is 3-2, and this is still technically possible. We have number 7 Mayhem on the OE, but he gets shut down by Redham again. Stellar plays by Redham, and this lasts 20 seconds.
Redham definitely
3-2 up to Capo still.
Yeah, basically the nail in the coffin there for Capo is Redham at the moment. He's pitching up. He needs to do this yet again. There's still a capture down as there's a minute and 10 seconds to go. Rankushin picks 1, picks 2. That's 2 down now from 50. As they're now going to push up, and Batilla is just being all patient here at Ruins.
He obviously doesn't know this, but he could go for a sneaky fly, but he gets spotted by Sadist. He actually wins that gunfight. That gives them some map control. They can actually push that. And number 3.
Oh my word!
Did he just get turned
And
on?
he's all fully streaked out again. Again!
Oh
they
my
need
God.
to stop this.
This game's over.
The game's over.
This game's over.
Yeah, it's basically it, and it came down yet again to Shiva Rankushin. The man had 2 full streaks in the CTF. And he's just keep building and building. 25 and 12. He's on an 8 streaks with 2 flag captures. Yes, this man is basically doing. He is Capo at the moment.
Is there anything else to say except Abyss MVP of the series?
No, if you think any, Redham already left. So yeah, the game is over. Capo coming out on top with a 3-0 sweep. And if you're thinking anyone else for MVP, you're just crazy. As Shivaran Kashin had an amazing game.
Yes, that was wow. Not the close match I was hoping for, but in the end, it's Capo with the superior play and superior teamwork, and as well as pacing. What you saw from Capo there was that they were barely just going for one-man pushes in the CTF.
Mm.
They were playing at least 2-2, so waiting for one teammate, and that just allows you to get, if not a first kill on whichever side of the map it is that you're pushing, it allows you to at least trade that. And, well, 5th D wasn't getting that. They weren't doing that.
Now they
That helps Capo massively.
Capo for me definitely the better squad on the day. They ran away with things for me. It's I wouldn't say it's because of how good the Capo guys played. It's how poorly the guys from 5th D actually pitched up for this game. The HP was totally one-sided. In the beginning,
Yes,
yes, it was tight, but then Kappa ran away with things. Yet again, it was Shiba and Kushina in that HP. I think the score was 250 to 151. Then 152 there, and then the search and destroy. First two rounds go to Capo, and the next two rounds go to 50, and then all of the following rounds go to Capo. And yet again, it was Shiba and Kushin with 11 kills there. And then we just saw a CTF 4-2 to Capo. And look at Shibaran Kushin again, 27 and 12. And
indeed.
the points that 50 had on the board. Firstly, it was Summit. Summit had a big three-piece in their spawn, and they got a capture from that. Then it was Redem. Redem stopped a flare capture from Capo. He got two there, and he had the help from Summit pulling the flag and then getting it in. So it was two big plays from 5th D to get two captures. Where from Capo, it just looked like a normal game. They're pushing in, they're slaying out, they're getting their setups, and basically just being the better team on the day.
Indeed. I don't think there's much else to say except, well, Abyss was the MVP, clearly. Capo was the better team in this series, and what else is there really?
Yeah,
Because,
that's
well,
that's that's
three
it.
Ardennes, three Ardennes, right?
Yeah,
Three Ardennes maps, right? And three Capo wins. You might just not want to play Capo on this map,
well after
especially because the way that they played was sorry.
yeah, no, it's
They
it's fine.
knew what to do. They
Yeah.
knew what to do and they did it correctly.
You see, if this was me, I would not just want to play Odin. I wouldn't want to play Odin as far as I just wouldn't want to play Call of Duty now because you've literally been like handled, and not just by Capo but by one player basically. So not saying Capo is just one player, but the team's really been playing well, and to see them just blow away 50 like that, it's quite surprising. 50, they have good qualities. Summit is a very good player. He was 10 and 22 as you can see on your on the stream there, but unfortunately it's one of those things. Back to the drawing board for 50. Capo, GG's to you guys. They get 3 points for this VS Gaming Premier Division match, where 50 only walks away with the 1 for playing this matchup. So GG's to them. I think that's 50's first points on the board, getting that 1, even though they come away with a loss. It is 1 point indeed. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Yet again, thanks very much for tuning in. It was a jam-packed Sunday. We had a 500 XP tournament from ACGL, and they are a tournament organizer in South Africa, Call of Duty. Not just Call of Duty, but a lot of other esports. And so there was a lot of teams taking part there. I think it was 14 teams. And then we had a lot of VS Gaming games going down. And unfortunately, it was only this game we could bring to you guys. This is the only one that was scheduled that could fit us. But yeah, guys, we're going to see way more games coming this week in VS Gaming. It's going to be a hectic week. And from my side and from Mr. that joined me here, Mr. Edgar, it is thanks again and good night from my side.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
And actually, just want to add before we go, guys, we're going to have a raid on Swanee. And if you guys don't know who Swanee is an ex Call of Duty professional player. He's streaming. He's got 38 viewers currently, and it would be great from the Call of Duty community just to go say hi. Love from COD ZA, love from South Africa Call of Duty. Maybe just follow him and give him some support. It would be great just to have some support from our side. But that's it. Cheerio.